Welcome to the Christopher Jimenez Show.
Welcome to the Christopher Jimenez Show. This is Chris, and I'm broadcasting from Orlando, Florida. In fact, I'm just a few minutes away by car from the Walt Disney World Resort. We are currently vacationing here. I've spent a couple days in the park already, and I plan on going back in tomorrow for another day of fun and excitement at the in the Magic Kingdom. Actually, tomorrow. Today we spent the day at Hollywood Studios enjoying Star Wars weekend, and yesterday we began our vacation with Epcot, doing the World Showcase and all that. In fact, yesterday I was joined by a dear friend of mine who just came back to the States. Actually, came back into Florida from the Air Force, and he's actually going to be stationed up in Andrews Air Force Base. Actually, he's going up there this week on my birthday, in fact. So that was fun to meet up with him there at Epcot, and spend the day with him there. Also, a great time letting him introducing him to my daughter and hanging out. So that was quite awesome. We also ran into several friends while at Epcot in the Flower Garden Festival. It was just a fun time, and Epcot has really become one of my favorite places to visit as a theme park. It's just fun to go from country to country and enjoy the technological marvels and all that cool stuff. So Epcot, big time fun, great time, and also the Flower Garden Festival. Really, I mean, the flowers are okay. The topiaries are cool. And of course, the unique food stands are pretty awesome. So that's also pretty cool to take a look at. Today we did Star Wars weekend. It was a fun time. It was awesome to see just stormtroopers running around everywhere and meeting Darth Maul and Darth Vader. In fact, I have several cool videos that we took having Darth Vader sign our daughter's storybook. What we did with our daughter was we actually purchased a storybook. It's a real storybook, illustrated by Mary Blair, who is the illustrator, of course, for a lot of the Disney classics like Sleeping Beauty and others. She also designed and created the artwork for It's a Small World After All. So she has definite Disney tie-ins. But then we took the book, and it's a children's story, so it has plenty of white pages. And in the white pages, we were planning, and we have executed our plans to meet characters and have them sign the pages. So, we got Darth Vader to sign our storybook, which was kind of funny. It's a very floosy little girly baby storybook, and he had to sign it because we asked him to. We also gave him a pink princess pen to use to sign, and it was pretty fun to have him sign with that. We also made Darth Maul do it, so that was also pretty awesome. We ran into several stormtroopers, the Cantina band. Just it's just a fun geeky time to walk around and see all these characters that you grew up watching on the screen and interacting with them and having fun. So yeah, I'm kind of realizing something from this past weekend. I always knew that. Oh, and by the way, I am broadcasting from a small little hotel or a studio, condo thing. It's a timeshare the Westgate. It's a timeshare that we're kind of using or renting out via Hotwire. We got a really good deal on it, so it's fun. So if you hear noises or if you hear my daughter's white noise generator, ignore it as best you can. But yeah, what I'm realizing is, I've always known, or I've always heard, or have been told that a parent, one of the greatest joys for a parent is seeing their child enjoy something or enjoy life. And I always, figured that seemed reasonable and that must be true. And I couldn't wait to experience it myself. But, I have been experiencing it this weekend. I never, I used to go and do the character meet and greets, and it was okay, it was like, whatever, we got a good picture, we did a couple silly things, but it wasn't like a thrill, or wasn't like something I absolutely had to do. The things I had to do were like roller coasters and stuff. Those are the thrills. Now I don't mind standing in a long line to go meet Goofy, because I know that once we get up there, my little daughter's eyes are going to light up and she's going to squeal with delight. And she's only 4 months old, but she loves to see all the characters. It's pretty funny. She could be like so grouchy in line, but then when she's there, she absolutely loves it. Even like Darth Vader or Darth Maul, she's like, just happy to get attention from something. The first character she met was Pluto yesterday at Epcot, and she licked his nose, which is kind of gross and unsanitary, and I'm kind of worried that I'm going to have to deal with a sick child when I get home. But you know what? She's having fun. She's having a blast, and the joy that just springs up in my heart seeing her so happy. It's overwhelming. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's fun to stand in line and just be there with her and be there as a family all day. Maybe that changes when you have 3 or 4 kids running around killing each other in line, but when it's just you and your wife and your child, it's fun. It's a great time. So yeah, tomorrow we have Magic Kingdom. So it'll be my first time at Magic Kingdom pushing a stroller around. I'm pushing around a Bob stroller because it's just really lightweight and it rolls really smoothly and handles really well. So that's why we decided to go with that stroller. So yeah, Magic Kingdom with a stroller with an infant. First time. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll report on it next week. Moving right along, I mentioned last week with a lot of fervor and excitement that I was doing Namaste in May, and I was doing a yoga pose every day, and I'm going to post it on Instagram, and I've been pretty good. I did it every day until like Wednesday, and then I skipped Thursday, and then Friday I did 2 of them and posted them in one day, and I haven't done anything this past week. So, the past weekend, and I don't foresee that I'm going to do tomorrow's either. Rather than just do 4 or 5 and post them all in one day, I'm just going to pick up where I left off. I don't even know where I'm going to leave off because I'm not home yet. So once I finally make it home, I'll figure out where I left off. I do want to continue. I'm still going to do those poses personally so that I can add them to my arsenal, so I can say that I've done them and I've become familiar with them. But I'm not going to post them all. I mean, that's just it's not worth it. It's not something that I feel like I need to share. So that's that. As far as my training goes this past week, it's been bad. May's a pretty bad month for me. Both of my siblings were born in May. My birthday's in May, so we have, we typically have, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably, I probably eat 5. We probably cut 5 or 6 cakes throughout the month. We're only 3, but we also have church cake and personal cake, and this past weekend my uncle threw me a little mini birthday party because I stayed with them this past weekend. That's another cake that we ate. So I'm eating cake all month long, not really doing much exercise, unfortunately. And of course, with my cut on my toe, I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit last week. I'm hoping to get back on at some point this week. Although, again, with my birthday being this week, I may not do it immediately once I get home. If you know what I mean, I'll probably take another day off or so. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue with my Nike Plus training plan. I might end it and then start it up again because it's been about a week and a half already, and it might be 2 weeks before I even get back on a serious schedule. So we will have to see about that. Turning our attention now to the NBA. Admittedly, I've been on vacation doing theme parks all day. I haven't really read up or watched any NBA. I do know that my precious Heat lost the game today. A lot of the talking heads are saying that the Heat looked completely lost and that they were dominated by Indiana. That I find that hard to believe. Although, again, the Heat can be kind of lackadaisical at times. A lot of people are spelling doom for my Heat. I would say let's hold off on that for a little bit. I mean, if they're completely dominated again come Tuesday at home, then maybe we start reaching for the panic button a little bit, making sure we know where that is. But until that point, I'd say let's not worry about this. I mean, we've seen this movie before, so I fully trust that the Heat will come back out on Tuesday and take care of business. I still don't see how the Pacers can get by the Heat. Although if they can pull off what they pulled off today, and the Heat play the way they played today, then maybe we'll see an upset. Admittedly, I have no clue what's going on in the West. I don't even know if they've even played a game yet. So, that's this is not your source for sports news. This is I'm a Heat fan, and that's all I'm really making sure I keep tabs on. And even then, not really keeping tabs on that this weekend. It's funny, my friend that I ran into yesterday asked me where I was gonna watch the Heat game from, and I was like, I'm gonna be in the park. I'm not really gonna watch the Heat game. I might catch it catch the audio on my phone. I might not. I might just listen to updates or watch updates as they roll in. By the way, when you're at the Disney resort, you can put your phone on airplane mode and turn on the Wi-Fi, so you're connected to the guest Wi-Fi. You get your texts or you get anything that comes over the network without killing your battery. So you can take pictures, you can upload your pictures, you can do whatever you need to do. You can get on Facebook, but you're not going to kill your battery. That's just a little travel tip from myself to you, and that's about all the time we have here today. So thank you so much for listening to the show. Have a good one.